morning, YouTube. JT Serenity Farms prepping here. So, are you going to be the rabbit or the chipmunk? Are you going to eat daily, saving nothing for later, saving nothing for an unexpected 1-day power outage, 3-day power outage, 3-month SHTF event? Or are you going to be the chipmunk who spends the majority of their day gathering nuts, acorns, grains, whatever they can get in those little chubby cheeks, and bringing it to their nest to store for the winter? They know it's built into chipmunk DNA that winter is coming and food sources will be scarce, so they prepare. Which one are you going to be? I am the chipmunk, as you should be. What do we see going on in South Africa right now? People are being shot in the street, doused with gasoline, and set on fire after scumbags have taken anything of value off these people. Nothing is being done about it. People have to go out to the stores to try and find whatever supplies they can. They are literally taking their life in their own hands to go out to simply try and get a loaf of bread. And they are being shot and burned alive for that loaf of bread. Don't think it can't happen here in the U.S.? Have you forgotten Seattle and Portland and Chicago and Minneapolis and the Chaz, and how disgusting and terrible BLM and those Democrat-funded terrorists acted when they took over several blocks and created their own little socialist utopia? It didn't fare well because the people in charge there, what was that rapper Simone somebody? They only saw an opportunity to seize power and be in control. It had nothing to do with those people wanting to help the other socialist idiots in those cities. There was a vacuum created when the piece of shit traitors, aka Democrats, running those cities, went against the police, defunded the police, sided with the terrorists, and allowed, even sanctioned, the rioting, burning, looting, assaulting, and murders of fellow Americans simply for their cause, which is Marxism, communism, socialism, the collapse of American society and the country as we know it. You need to be that chipmunk so that when it comes to America, and it will, you don't have to go out. You already have what you need. There will be no reason for you to risk your life for a loaf of bread. Not even knowing if there will be said loaf of bread in the stores. These stores will, as you know, have been looted within hours after a peaceful protest. The shelves will be empty except with things of no value whatsoever in an SHTF. Once these stores have been looted, they will very likely be burned to the ground because they can. You do not want to leave your family alone without protection while you venture out into a jungle to try and find a loaf of bread. It's very likely you will not return, and then your family will have decisions to make. Do they stay and wait for you to come back, not knowing you aren't? Or do they decide they're going to go out and look for you and suffer a similar fate? Folks, I stress it, you cannot prepare enough. Very bad stuff is coming via the Democrats as the corruption and treason is exposed. Yes, I believe that there are plans and people working to minimize the anarchy, the chaos, and the terror, but they will not be able to stop it completely. You need to take care of yourself. The last thing you want is someone from this corrupt, treasonous, socialist regime performing some outreach to tell you they're here to help. I can do without their kind of help. Thank you very much. Do everything you can to ensure you do not have to go out when the riots, the burning, the looting, the assaulting, and the murders start. Like, share, subscribe, comment, notification bell, and please try and be a chipmunk. For now, JT, signing off.